Welcome back to my desktop, and now we're going to create a module. As you guys can see, I created a little template here, and basically this template contains JavaScript code for the main page, info, episodes, and search, and a complete empty module that you will have to fill in order to create your own. So that's what we're going to do right now. So first of all, we'll get into this website. We will get into Google and type JSON formatter. We will get into this website called JSONeditoronline.org. Once you guys are in, we will copy the empty module and we will paste it into the website. Now we can close the module, and now we're going to open these folders in your favorite code editor. So as you guys can see, we have the episodes, the info, the main page, and the search. This is the JavaScript, the basic code for the JavaScript, and we have to complete this in order to create our module. So we're going to start fill in the basic stuff of our module, like the name. Let's call it my own module. The initials, I don't know, can be whatever. The description: this is a module to get data from JK Anime. The developer, whatever. The ID, this has to be unique, so we're gonna put a random number. We will copy that later. The image, we're gonna search some cute image, so cute waifu or something. Yeah, let's get this one for example. We open a new window and we copy it. Now we're gonna paste it here. The version is going to be 1.0. Language is going to be Spanish, so ESP. Module has videos, true, because the module has videos. Randomized user agent, this is not useful. I mean, it doesn't do anything, so you can keep it on false. We're going to create a module for JK Anime, so the base URL is going to be JK Anime, so we're going to search jkanime.net, and we're going to copy the base URL, and the left title is going to be last episodes, and the right title is going to be last animes. Blacklisted is going to be completely empty because anything is going to be blacklisted, and right now we're almost done. So what we are going to start is with the main page. So we're going to select here the main page and the main page file, and as you can see here, it's just a empty script and has a little bit of code that I already coded before, so everything is easier. So yeah, we have this script, and what we're going to do is going to take this main page, which contains here the last episodes, and here it contains the last animes. So this is the URL that we need, so we're gonna copy that and we're gonna paste it here. The method is get, so we keep it like that. We don't need extra headers, and we don't want to load the JavaScript. So we're basically done with the setup for the main page, and what we're gonna do, it's very simple. We're going to copy this module, and I'm going to send it to my phone. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm on my phone right here, and what I'm going to do is going to copy this whole module. Okay, I'm gonna copy it everything, and I'm going to send it to my phone. So I'm gonna send it, and there it is. This is the module that we just created. It's completely empty. We just filled the basic data and the request. So we're gonna copy everything, and we're going to get into KATSU, and we are going to import it. So we're gonna click on the top right icon, and we're going to say load from clipboard, and it will say module added. So if we get back, there we see our module. So we're gonna click on it, and nothing will happen because we haven't coded anything yet. So we're gonna go into logs, and what we want is the request that our module has done, right? So we're gonna click on the request, and we are gonna copy the whole request. So once we copy this, we're going to send this to our computer back, so I'm gonna paste it in notes and I'm gonna send it to my computer. There we go. I'm gonna accept it and I just got it back, so I'm gonna copy that and I'm going to paste it right there. This is the request that we have done and it's long as fuck, but yeah, this contains all the data that we need, and if we go to the body we will see that the object is completely empty, and at the bottom we have here the empty script right there. It's completely empty. So now we get our own script right there and we paste it inside. So now we can save this and execute it. So I'm gonna reveal it in Finder and we're gonna open it, and as you can see that's our object and it's completely empty. Okay, so now we have copied the template JavaScript into the request at the end, and we have executed, and as we can see here we don't have anything. So what's going on here? So this JavaScript is getting executed and is creating this object here, this MainPage object. So what we have to do is to actually fill this object, and this object is this thing, this right here. So this has a request, headers, method, extra info, and an output, and the output is here. Output has last episodes and last animes, and last animes is here, and last episodes is here, and you just have to fill those objects. Once you fill them, you just basically have this last episodes thing and this last animes thing. So we are going to do that right now. So first of all, we're going to access to the website and we are going to open the developer tools. We're going to inspect it, and I'm actually going to make this big. So we are actually in the website, and what we want to get is the episodes. So here they are, and as we can see they are inside this class overview. You can find every episode, right? So we have to select this overview class and then select every A tag, and each A tag has the info about each episode. So let's do that. So where it says here we will get the data to fill the output object, we delete that and we start coding there. So we say that we're gonna create a variable, so var episodes, and this is going to be equals document query selector. We have to select the first one, so query selector without anything more, and we're gonna select the how it was called, overview, and inside this we're gonna select every A tag, so query selector all A tags, and we're gonna put double dots. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a for loop. So let's do that. For var x equals 0, x is less than episodes dot length, x plus plus. We're gonna open brackets and we're gonna say console log dot log episodes episodes x, and inner text, for example, and let's see what happens. So we're gonna access to I don't know if this is the actual website, let me check. Here it is. We're gonna execute this, and if we inspect it, we're gonna execute it again, and if we go to the logs, there they are. So we have the name, the episodes, and probably more things that are not visible. So yeah, we are getting the data. So we are going to save that data into variables. So yeah, we're gonna say var episode it's equals this, and now we're gonna save the title it's equals episode. Let's see where the title is. So we say that this was inside overview, and the title is in the in the attribute title, so episode dot title. Basically that's all gives us the title. Now we're gonna get the image, so var image it's equals so the image is, where are you, inside, well it's the first image, so we can just say image it's equals episode dot image, well episode dot query selector image, and we're gonna get the src. Now we are going to get the title, we have the image, now we want to get the episode, so for episode it's equals episode dot, let's see where the episode is. Let's see, here it is. It's basically on a span and it has the class episode, so we can just type in that class, so episode query selector the episode and dot inner text, well inner HTML should work. So now that we have the episode, we want to get the link, and that link is in this play button class, but I think it is in this a tag as well. So yeah, we will get the link, so var link it's equals episode the href, and now we have the episode, the image, the title, and the link. Let's see that the episodes need something else, so we have the image, the link, the title, and the episode, and the module ID, we know that. So yeah, we have every piece of data that we need. So what we are gonna do, we are going to create the object, so var episode object it's equals new last episodes, and it is asking us for the module ID. So here I declare a variable that has the module ID, so I set it that here, so I'm gonna paste it and we can use it now. So yeah, it's asking us for the ID, so we're gonna say module ID. Now the image link link, and title is title, and episodes is episode. So yeah, we have the object, and now we just have to append it to last episodes right there. So what we're gonna do is say episodes dot push episode object right there. And once we have that there, if we save it and execute it, nothing happens. So let's check the console and let's see if we did an error. Episodes dot pass is not a function. So yeah, this is last episodes. We're gonna save that, we're gonna execute it, and as you can see, we have all the data right there. So that's perfect. We have the module ID, image, title, link, and episode. So now let's get the animas. So we're gonna create a variable called animas, well last animas, well animas whatever, and we're gonna say document dot query selector, and let's check where the animas are. So these are the animas that we want to get. We're gonna select them, and these are a bunch of divs, and let me see. So yeah, it seems that each one is has this portada box class. So yeah, we're gonna use tap into this class, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna tap in every portada box class. So query selector all, and we're gonna say dot portada box, and now we're gonna do a for loop, which I'm going to copy here, right? I'm gonna delete everything, and we're gonna say here animus, and we're gonna create the anime object. So bar anime, it's equals animus, and x. Now we're gonna say what do we need? Let's check what do we need. We need the module ID, image, link, and title. So let's get that. So bar link, it's equals, let's see where the link is. It's use an a tag, and it's getting it from the href. So we're gonna say anime dot query selector, and we're gonna say a, and we're gonna get the href. Now we're gonna get the title, which is hello world, and we can get it from the same place. So we're gonna copy this. Basically, we're gonna say title, we're gonna get it from the title tag. Now we need the image. So yeah, let's see where the image is. Here it is. It's just an image tag, and it's on the src attribute. So we're gonna say bar image, it's equals anime dot query selector image, and we are going to get the src. So now we are going to create the object. So bar object, it's equal anime object, it's equals new last animus, and let's see what we need. Module ID, we have that, and image, we have that, link, and title, and we can close the tag and push it to this and last animus array. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna say last animus dot push anime object. We're gonna put double quotes there, and yeah, if we execute this, yeah, we basically got the link, the title, and I think we don't need anything else, right? Okay, so it seems that there's a bug with the image that is not being gotten. So yeah, let's see what's going on here. Oh, here it is. So basically I wrote query selector all, and it's query selector, so because we want to get the first one. So yeah, if we do that, let's see what happens. Yeah, the images are right there. So that's all it. We basically did our main page module in less than 10 minutes. So what do we have to do now? Well, it's pretty simple. We are going to delete the comments. So now I'm going to explain every line of code of this script, so everything is more clear. So these are basically the classes or the templates for our objects, and our mission is to fill this main page object. And this main page object has a request, headers, method, extra info, JavaScript, and output. We are only interested about the output, and that's the only thing that we have to fill. We can leave this completely empty. So yeah, we are going to do that. So we have done that already, and I'm going to explain how it's done. So yeah, this save data variable is just accessing to the div on the top called KATSU final data. Let's go up. that gives access to this div in case you need to access, I don't know, to the request right there. You can access to it or whatever you want. So this parse JSON variable is used parsing the JSON that contains this variable, this saved data. This is in case you need to access to the request. As I say, for example, you say parse JSON.request or pass JSON.method in case you need it. You mainly will not need it, but it's there in case you need to access to it. So modularity, this is the ID of your module. Headers, this is just an array of empty headers that are there here. Headers, that's an array of empty headers. And extra info, this is an array of extra info objects. In this case it only has one, which is completely empty because we don't actually need that, but we have to at least have one object even if it's empty. Now here we define the main page object, which is the important one, and the output, which will contain the data. And the output, as you can see, is made of last episodes and last animes, and those are arrays, so here they are. We define them and are completely empty. So in these lines of codes right here, we get the data, we select all the episodes, we get the title, the image, the episode, we create the object last episode, and we append it to the last episodes array. And the same thing with the animes. We get the link, title, image of the anime, and we create one last anime object, and we append it to the animes array. So that's all we are doing. Okay, so now I'm going to explain these while loops. Basically, these while loops are done for static reasons. I'm gonna show it to you right now so it's more simple. So in this module, we at the end of these animes, you see that they're repeated. That's why if we leave them empty, that will be completely empty. So instead of that, we fill those empty places with the same anime, so they are not empty. So if we had this, if we delete this, the last two animes will disappear, and that will be completely empty. So that's why the while loops are there. They add episodes while this is true. So now let's get into the spicy part. So the output variable that we defined on there, we fill it with a new output object which contains the last episodes and last animes array that we filled with this code. And now the main page object, it equals a new main page object. So as I said, we have to create a main page object, and it has to be completely empty except the output, which is all the data. So what we do is use fill it with empty data. The request is going to be empty. The headers is going to be these headers that we created before that are empty. The method is going to be an empty string. The extra info is going to be this array of extra info that we created before. The JavaScript, the load JavaScript boolean is going to be completely empty as well, and the JavaScript that we have here, it's going to be empty as well. We're just interested in this output, and we are putting we are adding the output that we just created. And once the main page object is created, we transform it into a string, and we save it into a variable called final JSON. And now we save this string in the save data variable, and if we check the save data variable, it's use the div that we selected before. So what we are doing is we are replacing this div with our main page object transformed into a string. So once this get executed, and if we get into the div, instead of being like this, completely empty, it's actually filled with all this data. And now that I'm checking it, I just realized that in the last episodes I'm not getting the link. So let's see if I did something wrong. Okay, so after searching a little bit, I just realized that I just call this variable the same as this one. So instead of accessing to this one, I'm accessing to this one, and this one doesn't have the link. So what I'm going to do is call this ep instead of episode, and here we're gonna say ep. And if we save that and we execute it, oof, an error. Cool, let's see what happened. Cannot read a property of href, it's null. So let's see. Oh yeah, this is the href. Let's save it, and now we have the link, so everything is completely fine, and seems that our module is completely working. So what are we gonna do now? Well, very simple. We're gonna check that these commas and dots are at the end of every line, because we are going to compress the whole JavaScript. And we are gonna check that our code doesn't have comments, and if so, what we're gonna do, it's very simple. We're gonna access this website called HTML compressor. I will leave the link on the description. So we're gonna copy our actual script, we're gonna paste it here, and we're gonna click compress, and that will compress it, and we're gonna copy it. Now we're gonna access to our module, and in the JavaScript part we're gonna paste the JavaScript that we just coded. And after that, what we're gonna do is very simple. We're gonna copy it and send it to our phone. Okay, so I've sent it the module to my phone. Let's open it. Now I'm going to copy everything. We're going to go back to KATSU. We're going to go to the library. We're going to import our module again, and it will say module updated. We'll click OK, and now we're going to click on our module to load it again. And if we click on it again, we will see that everything is completely working fine, and we're actually seeing the data displayed in KATSU. And if we go to the logs and we go to the end, we will see that the object that we created, it's here with all the data. And yeah, we basically finished the main page, and now we're going to get into the search section, and then we will get into the info, and lastly into the episodes.